What a great opportunity for our team.
You do.
We knew it was going to be an environment that was going to take some getting used to. It's fun. I mean, these guys, like you just heard from Reed Swanson. What a just a great venue for our players. And in the first half, took us a minute to settle in. And Syracuse has a great team. Credit to Coach Brown and all their players. I thought their quarterback played really well, and he's getting better and better every week. And at halftime, I challenged them just to come out and play a better second half. In the first half, we weren't moving the ball. We weren't moving the ball great early, and giving up some plays defensively that I feel we played the run solid. I'm happy with our line of scrimmage, and I just challenge them to do things that we do in practice. Because when you watch the film, every play we can see the film nowadays, and I could just see that we weren't as detailed as I know we could be. And the challenge in the second half was to just do what we practice. If you're supposed to run the route at 10 yards, run the route at 10 yards. If you're supposed to cover your man a certain way, cover your man that way. And the football's a funny game. The pieces start to come together once you start doing the little things right. And we did that more consistently in the second half. Obviously, I thought we let go of the rope a little bit there with the punt and the punt snafu in the fourth quarter, and not happy about that. But we'll get it cleaned up. I'm happy with the way we competed, though. Syracuse is a good team, and I feel like our guys battled and played it one play at a time and stuck together, and I think the future is bright for our team.
Do you feel your coaches communicating with Associated Press? Any surprises from Syracuse? Anything you didn't expect?
No, I don't think so. I think they're exactly what we saw on film. You can see their toward the end. I knew they were going to be a confident team coming off the fourth quarter of their win versus UConn. They kind of rallied around the quarterback, and they made some plays to win that game. So we knew they're just getting better and better. So. Nothing that really surprised us. I think the length in their secondary was a challenge for us. And I know 23 Grant, he didn't play today. He'll be working his way back from injury for them. So their length was tough to handle at times. But Trey and Reed and we did some nice things in the passing game. But Syracuse, they're just a well coached team. I see them getting better and better as they gel, and I'm just proud of the way we battled them today.
Okay. What do you take away from a game like this that's going to help you the rest of the season?
Well, I just think you get to play against really good people, and it forces you to either use great technique or not. And in the first half, there were many times where we just didn't use great technique, and it leads to negative plays for our team. But when I think the guys will take a lot of confidence from that second half, and when we execute and we stick together and 11 guys do their job, then we can play ball. Offensively, defensively, and on special teams. Our kickoff coverage was really solid today. Defensively, I thought we played the run tough, and that's a big offensive line. That's a much bigger offensive line than we see on a week in and week out basis. And I thought our defensive front played strong. Offensive line, we ran the ball well at times, protected the quarterback. So. All in all, I thought we did some good things, and obviously you lose, so that part stings. But I think we'll take a lot of confidence away as we head into conference play with how we battled and competed in this game.
Great, thank you.
Cool.
Coach, you and Coach Brown had a pretty long embrace at the end of the game there. Can you just walk us through what was said in that conversation?
Yeah, just a lot of mutual respect. I think the world of Coach Brown and how he has this city and this program re-energized, and the trajectory that they're in. I think they play with swagger, and that's a lot of that is in his image. And so we just chatted. I let him know that early in the week, I knew he must have said something in his press conference because my phone was blowing up after the Syracuse press conference, and so we got a chuckle. We got a chuckle out of that. But I'm glad that we got to compete against him and his team. I think the way he coaches the team is you can see him coaching too. they scored a long touchdown, and one of their this is just something coaches notice on the field, and they scored a long touchdown or this first half, and one of their offensive linemen was behind the play, kind of jawing with one of our guys, and it happens in football. That stuff's commonplace. And then he was coaching that guy after the extra point, and I could see him pointing, you know, the rest of the team's down here celebrating, and you're back here, you know. And those are takeaways to me, things I noticed. Like, that's impressive, coaching the culture of this team, and so, you know, it's just he's a great coach, and glad to call him a friend, and you know, just wishing them the best of luck next week. They got a big game against Clemson.
And then during your conversation with Brent Axe earlier in the week, he asked you if you were going to try and take a moment, kind of take it all in.
Yeah.
Did that moment happen for you? And if it did, when did it happen?
Yeah, I think Ray kind of, when we were waiting to come out in the tunnel, it was really cool. You know, all the Colgate fans were right there in the corner, and what a great turnout from our parents, alumni, fans, people from our community here. We could feel that, and then they stayed long after. You know, we want to make them proud with how we play. So, yeah, there was a moment there. I had so many people from Fulham, where I grew up, who are here today. People that I didn't know were going to be here, and just stopped down to the railing to say hi, or, you know, that's really special. Means a lot to me, and just a lot of encouragement. A couple shouting "Don't give up" at halftime, which you don't have to worry. I wasn't going to certainly do that, but it was really cool. Fun environment to play in. You know, I remember coming to games here as a kid. I remember a Tulane game. I don't know what year it was, but I came here to watch Syracuse play Tulane, and that is just cool to now come back and coach every game here. You remember that Tulane game? I don't know what that was. Late 80s, probably.
And then Reed and Trey both had over 100 yards against a Power 4 secondary. Can you just speak to the, you know, how those guys benched?
Yeah, I think they're really good players. And I'm proud of the way they competed. Trey, I mean, he's week in and week out. He's as consistent as they come. I think he's one of the best receivers in the country at any level. I think he's just that consistent of a player. And I'm proud of Reed. He has so much potential. And you saw him today. Like, he was fearless out there making plays. And the guys fed off that. They felt confident. Jake Sterney, I thought, came in the second half, did some really nice things at quarterback. And, you know, he and Reed have a little connection. And they just let it rip. And that was the theme. Like, if we played hesitant, we weren't going to make any plays. So we just had to go out there and play as hard as we could. And but both Trey and Reed, I mean, I didn't know that they were, you know, I don't know the stats during the game, but toward the end I did know that they were both over 100, and that was that was, you know, I'm just proud of them, proud of our offense, and that's something they can take with them forever.